taking notice. And I think that the demands we want, you'll correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm not adequate, but I think that the demands are very simple. We should be asking these MPs to write to the Foreign Secretary, David Miliband, to ask the British government to put pressure on the Pakistani government and the ISI for a military ceasefire in Balochistan, for the release of all political prisoners, and for a halt to United Kingdom and United States arms sales to Pakistan, so long as this war continues. Three very simple, effective demands, which, if even only partly implemented, would take the heat and pressure off our brothers and sisters in Balochistan. So that's something that all of you can do. All of you can go to your local MP and urge him or her to write to the Foreign Secretary. And if they do, that will start a process of raising the profile of this issue within the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. And of course, then perhaps, at some point soon, there can be a delegation from representing you to seek a meeting with the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, with the Foreign Secretary himself. Maybe you won't get to meet him, but maybe you'll get to meet one of the Ministers of State for the Asian region. And maybe they will meet you, and then again you can press that case directly with Foreign Office officials. The final thing I'd say is that I, some months ago, saw a film called Burma VJ, Burma Video Journalist. It's a sort of documentary done in a quite dramatic style, which tells a story of video journalists in Burma who took film footage of the mass suppression of the democracy protests and their own personal story, how they went to the protest, how they had to run away in fear of their lives, how they got information about where the troops were being deployed and where the massacres were taking place. And they filmed all this into, I think, roughly about a 90-minute documentary, which is a sort of quasi-drama. It's quite exciting and gripping to watch, to see this story unfold. And I think that we need something like that about Balochistan. If we could find people inside Balochistan and equip them with video cameras to shoot films of protests, of suppression of protests, of the devastation caused after Pakistani bombing raids and military operations, and could bring that film back to some central place and then get it here to Britain, where it could be edited and made into a film, that would be a very powerful testimony. You can put bits of it on YouTube, you could show it maybe in the House of Commons and the House of Lords, you could send it to members of the European Parliament and get it shown in the Parliament in Strasbourg. This would be a very, very powerful visual way to get out the message about what's happening inside Balochistan. So my feeling is that there are lots and lots of opportunities, lots of options. We can raise the profile, increase public awareness, and thereby increase the political pressure on the Pakistani authorities, on the British authorities, on the United States authorities, on the United Nations, on the European Union. And all that pressure collectively can begin to break down this wall of silence, this invisibility, this censorship that Pakistan has orchestrated about what is happening in Balochistan. So I'm hopeful about the future, and I salute all of you who have, for far, far longer than I, kept alive the flame of freedom for the people of Balochistan. Thank you.